Hi, this is Jeff Mesnick. I'm here with the Channel Marketing Journal, and I'm excited to be talking today with Mike Menegay, who is the Global VP for Channels for Toofan. How are you doing today, Mike?
I'm doing great, Jeff. Thank you.
So I got your name correct after I practiced a few times.
Very good. Did a great job.
Great, excellent. Well, I appreciate the time. And one of the things I like to just start off with is maybe you can give us kind of a little bit of an elevator pitch about, what Toofan does, and also tell us what your title really means for you and for the company, because everyone has titles, but they don't always all mean the same thing.
All right. That sounds fine. Toofan is in the security policy management section of the industry. We work with firewall optimization across multi-vendors, the bigger platform players such as Cisco, Palo, Fortinet, Checkpoint, Juniper. So we work in the larger platform partners where we have complete multi-vendor support for their firewall management. And we also move that up to network security change automation, which is really where digital transformation is headed today, is in the automation world. And that's where Toofan is leading the security policy management world.
Great, great. And they're an Israeli company, is that right?
They are based in Tel Aviv
Okay.
and founded by two former Checkpoint high-end developers about 15 years ago. So they have a lot of experience in the industry, and they're extremely technical. And that's one of the things that drew me to coming to Toofan, is that their industry-leading product line, but also their vision of where they're headed with the product line into data center migration, into the cloud, DevOps, in addition to their core product line that they have today. So they're all ready for the next generation firewall and the next generation cloud.
Great. And they brought you in to run channels. So maybe you could tell us a little bit about what your role is and kind of what you started to do for them.
Yeah, we have a partner ecosystem that includes technical partners, which are the platform partners I just explained, plus many other alliances that we have with other technologies. That's run in parallel to me with Pam Sear, who is the Senior Vice President of our business development. And she's doing a phenomenal job in that partner ecosystem.
Great.
And that also includes the SIs such as Deloitte and Accenture, et cetera. The sales side of the channel is my role, which is the channel sales. And in essence, on a global basis, we have partners in all of our geos, and our geos are broken down into regions. And then we have specific partners due to country boundaries or language boundaries within each of those regions. And my role is to accelerate the sales through the channel in a concerted effort. Primarily, we're working with channel partners that have high technical competency, because the Toofan product, moving into automation, is a high-touch product. It requires technical prowess in order to be able to implement it correctly for our enterprise accounts. And so we're working with the channel throughout the world to develop competency, sales competency, as well as the technical competency, and to get reach and scale for Toofan into accounts that we're not presently in.
Great. So from what you and I talked about earlier, which has been pretty impressive, is that you have a very strong background where you've worked from many companies, you've worked from IBM, you've worked with companies like Cisco in the past, you've seen channels, you've run companies, you've run channels. So it seems like they're very lucky to have you. As coming on to this new role, what was your kind of first steps to help them develop this channel? Some stuff maybe based on your prior experience that you think was an important first round, maybe something else that you thought was important.
Yeah. I'd love to answer that. I think I appreciate the accolades, but the reality that just comes with experience and hard work. And I think that I'm the lucky one for having this opportunity at Toofan. It's always great to be able to be with a corporation that has a very diverse set of people and a set of core values that place people above everything, and people includes our customers. And so it's been an absolute privilege to be part of this team. It's a great management team also. So I'm very fortunate to be able to be here. I'm very excited about what we can do. So my first steps coming in were obviously to meet with some of the partners, understand their um, challenges, and to learn from my partners, because they all of our partners have pretty good vendors, and those vendors have pretty good channel programs. So you have a way to benchmark where you sit. So first round was for me to do a benchmark of our program, and I did that with partners as well as internally. I then went away on my own for a while, and leveraging some of my experience, really took a look at the technology and tried to find out where would a partner play with our technology? Where would they fail? Where would they succeed? And came to the conclusion that we are a technical product, that we do need technical competency, which is a challenge for recruiting partners that don't have it, that want to be part of your program, and also a challenge to be able to limit the amount of partners that you have in order to train them up correctly with the resources that you have.
Hmm.
So we created about 3 months in a strategic plan that really outlined all of this, as well as our go-to-market and our top 10 initiatives for 2019. And those are the initiatives that we are working on today.
So you've discovered that there's always two types of partner programs that I've seen out there. There's the high touch and the high scale.
Yep.
So you guys have been jumping into the high touch. So when with the high touch, what kind of numbers are you really looking at for how many partners you're able to bring
Well, I
to
can I
market?
can give you some of our partner numbers. I mean, we're
Yeah.
sub 1,000, just a
Hmm.
little bit under 1,000 partners worldwide. However, we have, I would say, in the high technical competency range, about 100 partners
Hmm.
that we've been working with. We're very, very proud of our authorized partner program. It's a program where the partners may not be as technically competent, or they may be technically competent, but not doing the kind of revenue because they're focused on other technology areas. And they bring us in when it seems to deem itself good for one of their clients, and they're aware of us. Then we have the top 100 to 130 partners that are really go to market partners with us. They understand our product line, they understand the go to market. We communicate with their salespeople in the field consistently. We do a lot of field to field interaction between our channel account managers, our regional sales managers, and sales reps, and the partners, regional sales managers, and the partner sales reps. So that's basically the scope, I would say, of the partner program at this point. And we have, in most markets, a distributor in order to manage a lot of the activity levels with the authorized players,
Hmm.
as well as handle currency issues and billing and credit line issues for us. So the distribution is a very important part of our ecosystem also.
Great. And are does your channel program leverage any of the relationships? So you mentioned that Pam, who's in your business
Mhm.
development group, works a lot with the larger organizations like a Cisco or someone like
Yes.
that.
Mhm.
So
Yes.
how is there any leveraging or cross promotion that's happening with the partner base in that sense?
From the platform partners, there is a lot of work that Pam and her team have done
Yeah.
in order for integration along with our product management people. So the ability, and all of these platform partners want their clients to have the best automation, the best kind of firewall management that they can have. And if there's a multi-vendor environment,
Hmm.
all these vendors understand that the client comes first. And so our first level of interaction with our platform vendors is with business development, to make sure that we're in sync with changes, updates, and everything in our product is fully leading edge for all those different vendors. Some of the vendors we are working with more than others. That's pretty traditional.
Yep.
And we do have programs such as training and awareness, and those are the primary programs. It's making the platform partner channel executives in the field and the channel cams in the field and partner representatives in the field understand that we're a complementary solution with theirs. We can make their products look better and operate better within an organization. So, in those situations, we do have a lot of instances where we are cross pollinating and working together. Yes.
So that's great because it seems like then you're able to leverage their high touch implementations of their partner program with yours. So you're gaining some
Yes.
increased scale.
Yeah. And that's, as any program will tell you, that's a region by region, personality by personality, value prop acceptance by value prop acceptance, right?
Yeah.
So we may be stronger in one region compared to another, but the most important thing is that we are doing it, and you have to start somewhere. You have to walk through the door, and we're building that out as we perform very well in their clients. Winners like winners, and so when they see that you're not competitive, that you're complementary, and that you're winning, and that your technology is of the leading edge, over time that starts to get you more credibility and relevance to them.
That's great. And I also like, you and I were talking a little bit how you want to work with a company and with your team of people that you work with. You have a little bit of a pet peeve where people don't, if they don't think about managing through mentoring or something like that, that seems to kind of get your goat sometimes. And maybe you could share a little bit about your whole philosophy on mentoring and stuff like that.
Well, it's just from, again, I think it's from having a career that was relatively successful and have done a lot of different things that at this point in time, I think my most important thing personally is that I'm really have understood how to build a team, and every individual that I have that works for me or with me are basically team members. They're not my subordinates or anything. And I think it's similar, as I mentioned to you, like a good coach,
Hmm.
for a volleyball team, a softball team, a soccer team. They look at their players, and what they're doing is they're training them, they're coaching them, they're giving their experience to them. Now they're also trying to orchestrate them into a team. And so those are my pet peeves, and that is that we have to have respect for each other, and these are also the very core values of Toofan. Um, we have to treat everybody with respect, and we have to train and we have to teach. We don't have to criticize. So those are my pet peeves as I work towards the end of my career here, and
Yeah.
I'm really, really high on mentoring. I have great people, and they are like sponges, and they want to learn, and so I'm doing a lot of mentoring, and I'm just loving that part of it, and they are responding phenomenally well.
Oh,
The
that's
team's
great.
awesome.
Well, it seems like you've had a lot of practice considering, I guess you said you had six kids and nine grandkids.
That's
So
true. That's true. So a lot of herding of the cats there,
that's
quite a
right.
bit. So
Well,
yeah,
this is
maybe I have quite a bit of training from that, and it's just starting to spill over into the corporate world.
That's right.
Yeah,
There's always conversations I have with people, and they're like, "Well, I've learned more being a parent than I have in the corporate world."
that's true.
So
That's true.
it's always fun. Well, this has been great. I really appreciate the time, and I'm sure the the readers of our publication, will be really interested to learn and listen to what you have to say. And I do want to share one more thing. For our listeners out there, that your career has been outstanding. So, I know you kind of put it aside a little bit, but you've done some pretty amazing things, and I think it'd be useful for people to check out this video and to check you out on LinkedIn as well and kind of learn from you.
Well, I appreciate that, but as they say, my college has a statement they put on their jerseys, team,
Yep.
right? And it really means together everyone accomplishes more. And It isn't about a single individual. So I appreciate your comments. Those make me feel good for a minute, and I appreciate them.
Good.
But it truly is around these young kids in the channel. We're creating new channels. They're coming on very heavily. That's very confusing at times. And I'm trying to mentor them to cut through the clutter, see the forest through the trees,
Yep.
and everything slows down and simplifies. So no matter how complex it looks, it's really quite a simple process of relationships and identification of your markets.
Well, this
So yeah,
sounds great. And what I'd like to do is maybe we can revisit this in 6 months or so, and we can learn how things have gone.
sure, I'd love that.
All right.
Jeff, I appreciate the time. Thank you very much.
Thank you. This has been Jeff
Okay.
Mesnick with the Channel Marketing Journal, here with Mike Menegay from Toofan. Thank you very much.